Here's what I looked like after 3 years of my aim journey, but it wasn't always like this. I went through so many failures and so much wasted time. In July 2017, I was faced at 10 and thought it was my aiming peak. Little did I know how wrong I was. Here's the step-by-step actions I took to immediately ascend. Step 0, mindset and self-image. This is the most important step if you want better aim ASAP. You need to keep in mind that it's not going to be easy. But if you take action today, you'll be way ahead of the people who are incapable of changing. Let's call these people dick riders. They never improve. They're waiting for their benchmark to magically fix their aim. 5 years later, he's 30, same routine, no improvement, still wondering why he's bad. If that doesn't give you anxiety, I don't know what will. These people sit in the same groups, listening to their own advice on repeat, expecting something to change. But if you're here, you already took the first steps. I'm proud of you, bro. Focusing only on raw aim is like having a nice looking car with a broken engine. After all, what's the point of aiming well in Kovaaks but being shit in game? To fix this, you need to start visualizing yourself as someone who already has great aim. If you describe yourself as inconsistent, your mind becomes that. If you peak like you know you'll win the duel, your mind starts behaving like that guy. Most people confuse this with ego. It isn't, and I'll explain exactly why. There are people who peak everything and die because they can't identify their own mistakes. The unconfident aimer blames mechanics, teammates, or their mouse. But the confident aimer asks, why did I miss? Is it the micro? Was I too slow? And what scenario should I use to fix this? And he starts experimenting. Step 1, breaking your plateau. When you reach the advanced stage, your brain starts building walls and beliefs. It's like climbing a mountain, then pitching a tent halfway up because the view looks good. Most players stop there. Your problem isn't raw mechanics anymore. It's because you built a comfortable camp halfway with the broken pickaxe that got you there in the first place. Not to get metaphorical, you're essentially limited by the gap you've created yourself. Maybe it's rooted in old poor habits that you picked up long ago, and the following steps will help you figure out exactly how to identify and fix them. The key here, don't get stuck halfway on the mountain with the same techniques and the same advices. For example, I went back to large speed-oriented targets in static and felt amazing. Technically, it's a step backwards, but it was the speed push I needed. Even if it was a temporary step, not using it was a waste. Step 3 is the lazy aimer. To break plateaus, you need to add pressure, speed, and intensity. In target switching, start moving your hand faster. Don't just get comfortable. In tracking, add some region scenarios that punish you. Accept that challenges are needed for growth. The issue stems from playing the same easy scenario, getting 99th percentile, and wondering why you're not progressing. You're way too comfortable. If someone keeps showing me consistent results in reactive, I'd give him LDDH to challenge what he can't yet control. If someone is stuck in target switching, I swap his Vox TS for something that creates urgency like pressure switching. If someone has great smoothness but lacks that galooey aim, I give him region tracking. Someone with great reactive but awful in game, I add dodge for that missing layer. The examples are endless. Now, the opposing theory says too many mistakes can be harmful, which isn't entirely wrong, and we'll get into that in the next step, so stay tuned and don't miss out. An example I love to bring up is when people say Aimtraining is useless. Maybe so, but they may also be playing something extremely slow that doesn't cause enough stimuli for growth. That's when I show them this. One exercise is completely unchallenging, the other forces new neural pathways because the brain sees it can't keep up. That's how real growth is achieved. The key is incorporating objectives that force discomfort. You can't be stuck in this safe space Kovaaks offers only for your in-game to be a much harsher environment. It's like training on a boxing bag than fighting prime Mike Tyson. So the moral of the story, don't get used to what you're already good at. Push outside your comfort zone the same way your games push you and create that urgency. Step 3. Dare to experiment. Imagine you can track crazy fast aim training scenarios faster than anything in your game. When you go back to your game, do you think it'll be easier or harder to accurately track him? For most people, it's easier. This is PAP. The playlist I'm about to show you uses this form of contrast training. You play a very difficult scenario followed immediately by an easier one. Firstly, I want you to start paying attention to what's happening in the easier scenario. Does your precision increase? Is the reactive better? Are you smoother? Then we do the reverse, easy into hard. And I want you to focus on how you feel on the harder scenario. Do you feel more in tune with your mistakes? Do you focus more? Did the easy scenario prime your brain? What patterns are emerging? This teaches you how to experiment, not blindly play what you believe is right. The real step to progress begins in asking yourself questions based on experiments like this. You're not just training anymore, you're adapting the training to your own state. Step 4. Self-analyze. It flows directly from step 3. I want you to think of yourself as a scientist. Every scenario is an experiment. Watch your VODs like a detective. Do not just ask, did I hit the target? Ask, what caused me to miss? Maybe you click assuming you're already on target, introducing randomness instead of intent. Maybe your tracking is stiff and you need to be smoother. If you're making too many mistakes, slow it down. If you're going too slow, go wild. Great aimers aren't just magically good, they self-correct in time. An advanced player can load up a new scenario and instantly feel what's off. He starts adjusting the tempo, technique, or playlist without anyone telling him. That ability to self-diagnose, not blindly perform, is real mastery of the art. When you start up your aim trainer, take that time to learn from yourself. That invisible skill is what separates good from great. And a little pro tip here, you can watch your VODs right next to a world record or a professional VOD and try to visually spot the mistakes. After you master these steps, aim becomes art. Every mistake becomes a lesson. The better you understand yourself, the clearer your picture becomes. But art dies when the artist stops exploring. Keep experimenting, keep destabilizing, and keep learning. Do not become the aimer who lives off past results. Stay curious and stay awake. The real glow up is not in hitting a new score, it's when you adjust the technique. Those moments feel like discovery, not repetition. That's what an advanced aimer really is. Not perfect, endlessly adaptive.